What if you could prep 10 dinners in the time it takes to watch a movie? As a busy mom, I'm a big believer in keeping dinner simple. I've done bulk meal preps before, but this is my first time using this particular freezer meal guide. And in this video, I'm testing whether I can actually pull off 10 dinners in 2 hours and sharing the wins, the messes, and the time-saving tips I pick up along the way. Let's get started. Hey, what's up? I'm Andrea, and in today's video, I'm talking about freezer meal prep for busy moms. If you're new around here on my channel, I create content for the mom who is tired of asking herself the question, what's for dinner? Every night. So if that sounds like you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure you also tap the bell icon so that you get notified when my next video goes live. Okay, so I bought this downloadable freezer meal guide that promises 20 dinners in 4 hours. Thing is, freezer space is tight around here, so I'm actually only gonna be making one of each recipe for a total of 10 dinners. The guide came with a grocery list, so I've already done my grocery shopping ahead of time, as well as made sure that I have bags labeled with the date and cooking instructions. This is not going to be a full recipe tutorial out of respect for the creator. I will link her guide in the description below, but I'll show you how I tackled it and share some tips that help me get it done fast. Once the meals were prepped, I laid the bags flat to freeze. This saves so much space. It also helps the meals to thaw out faster when you're ready to use them. Now, if a bag was still warm from cooked ingredients, like when I browned the sausage or the ground beef, I popped it in the fridge to cool first before freezing. That helps to prevent freezer burn because, I mean, does anyone like freezer burn stuff? Yeah. I labeled each meal with the meal name and the date and some simple cooking instructions. The guide does come with pre-printed labels, which is pretty awesome. You don't need those labels. You could accomplish the same thing with a Sharpie and some confidence, but I did like having the cooking instructions right there on the bag because that way I'm not Googling how long to cook something at 5 o'clock when everybody is hungry. I'm not gonna lie, labeling everything felt a little extra at first, but when dinner's already prepped and I know exactly how to cook it, that's a win. Most of these meals can go straight from the freezer into your slow cooker or Instant Pot, but I do try to thaw them overnight in the fridge whenever I can, especially if there is rice or pasta involved. If I do need to cook from frozen, I make sure to break up the bag a little bit first, layer the meat on the bottom, and spray the pot with oil to help avoid a burn notice. For Instant Pot meals, I usually follow the same instructions that are on the label, just adding a little extra time if it's still mostly frozen. If you're cooking in the crock pot, the low setting is your best friend. 4 to 6 hours is a sweet spot for most of these. The freezer meal guide came with a full month of suggested meals, but I don't follow it exactly. I like to look at our week and pull 2 or 3 meals that make sense based on our schedule, especially on days when I know we'll be out late or I just don't want to cook. Having even a few of these in the freezer makes weeknights feel a lot less chaotic. It's like giving myself a gift every time I remember I already made dinner. So, did I manage to get 10 freezer meals done in 2 hours? Well, it was more like 2.5 hours, but I did it. It wasn't perfect. There were spills, there were missing ingredients. My kitchen looks like a tornado went through it, but the meals are done and I feel so much lighter heading into a busy season with a freezer full of meals. If you're looking for a way to make dinner time less stressful, I will link the guide that I used in the description below. And let me know in the comments if you'd like a follow-up review of how these meals turned out. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back next week with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Andrea. Bye for now.